guys, plant-based in the boonies here. You might be wondering what we do during the winter to stay active and have fun. Well, this video is about the Ely Winterfest, where we walked around and looked at the different snow sculptures. There's some amateur ones, and then there's the professional teams. They go through and for about a week they sculpt some nice looking things, and hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again soon. This first row that we're going to see, that we're going to go down about the snow sculptures, is going to be the amateur side of things. Here's a minion, and here's a nice bear coming out of a mug. I know this is a little better than I can do myself, so more power to them. That would be the Ely Bloomington Community Hospital. That's the EBCH. Now we were trying to figure out if that's a regular slide or if it's the ski jump that used to be in Ely. Didn't really know. And in Ely we have the Bear Center, where you can go and find out all about bears. So you're going to see a lot of bear sculptures. That one looks pretty good, I thought. And this is what they start out with: one big block of snow, and you got to find what you have in there. Here's for all you Trekkies or Trekkers out there. You know what that is. Here's a bear playing the banjo and a bunny sitting around a fire. There they are, skating away. That looks cold to me. Here's a nice sculpture there in the park that we saw. This next set is going to be part of the professional side of things. You're going to see, here's one that's looks like a couple of old style beetles that had a little bit of accident. Must have slipped on the ice. But some nice sculpt in there. That's kind of neat, the see-through man. And gotta watch where you're walking sometimes. Here's an old looking tractor. And it's just kind of fun walking around the park. You can see over there where they have a kettle where they had a fire going and keeps you warm. Here's a book of poems. And here's a tree that was chomped down. And you'll see why I say chomped and not cut down, because there's the beaver that chomped it down. He's looking pretty proud of himself for that. But it's a nice looking sculpture. Not sure what that is on that side, but when you come over to this side, it has a little model of showing it what it's supposed to look like, and then what they were able to carve out of the big block of snow. Looks pretty good. Here's a acorn, and what grows out of an acorn but the oak tree. And there's the start of the oak tree. See the roots at the bottom. The tortoise and the hare. Tortoise won. Here's an octopus, and we were wondering what he was doing, but it turns out he was throwing starfish at a target. Some of them were kind of offside there. Here's Jane Goodall. Just lost her this last year. And nice little thing. And then there's Lilo and Stitch from Disney. That was just a bunch of pile of snow there. Here's a snow scraper with a mitt. And here's a bunch of
here's a team that's actually working on it. And the last one, this one's kind of interesting. It's being held up by not a lot. If you look around, here's some, it's just a couple of cubes, but when you really think about it, the engineering that's going on here, it's actually pretty impressive. Because you've got the, it's called the tipping point. And you go around to the side there, and then you go around to the back, and you'll see it's not being held up by very much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to. Talk to you later, guys.